Let's switch back over to the reaction. And let's see if the stream breaks again. Right now, it's running fine on both platforms.
From the 2XKO team.
And I'm Michael Sherman, Esports Director for 2XKO.
With the year coming to a close, we wanted to give y'all an update on some of our plans for competitive play in 2026. But before we get into it, there's something we want to mention first. 2XKO will be coming to console in January of 2026. That includes Xbox Series S and X, as well as PlayStation 5. We know how much folks have been waiting to hop in on console, and can't wait for y'all to get your hands on it soon. You can add 2XKO to your Xbox or PlayStation wishlist right now.
Since early access kicked off in October, we've seen over 1,500 community tournaments pop up all over the world, including 22 First Impact sponsored.
I can't click around it. Okay, wait, there it is. Is my camera there? Okay, camera is there. I just wasn't on it, weirdly enough. Minimize. Okay. I think technically everything is working right now.
In so far.
We've been really enjoying seeing friendships and rivalries emerge through some unbelievable sets across the globe, such as Wawa winning in front of his home crowd at Tunis KO at EVO France, Sonic Fox versus Leffen's grand final showdown at DreamHack Atlanta, Leffen and Supernoon being the first duo to win a First Impact event at Risk, Diphone and K7 Show-Off claiming both tournaments as a duo in Midwest Mixed Fest, and the twins, Haru and Toshi, winning tournaments and topping the Challenger leaderboard in Japan.
There's been a lot of curiosity and speculation around how Riot might support competitive play for 2XKO, especially compared to games like League and Valorant that have competitive leagues run by Riot. Since TOs have already been running successful fighting game events for years, 2XKO's plans for competitive play are a little different.
This is why, instead of spinning up our own leagues, our approach is to offer direct support to existing events. That means direct monetary support, promotion on official Riot channels, prize pool buffs, with the ultimate goal.
It seems to be working, and it's also excellent stream health right now.
In 2026, we're partnering directly with community organizers.
So apparently the problem was hardware encoding.
We're calling this our 2026 competitive series, which includes 5 majors and 15 challenger events in total.
Okay. So I actually, I already watched this, but I did want to go over it for the video because I've been waiting for 2XKO to announce the competitive series, right? What are they going to do for tournaments? I've been watching 2XKO tournaments already, and they haven't officially been underway. We've just been watching like the precursor tournaments or whatever. So this is what the first year of 2XKO is going to look like as far as tournaments. There will be 5 majors in the year, and there will be 3 challenger events for each major. So for a total of 15 of these challenger events, 5 of these majors. The first one they're going to reveal is Frosty Faustings. EVO is definitely going to be on here. I think EVO might be 4 or 5. Because what EVO? No, EVO is like the middle of the year. Technically, it's summer. It's like late July to early August. So EVO could be 3 or 4. And then late in the year, since, you know, this is when 2XKO started, this could be the last tournament of the year could be one of the ones that we just watched, like either EVO France, DreamHack Atlanta, even though I don't know if that's considered a major, but it kind of was a major this year. Sonic was there, Leffen was there. So this could be DreamHack Atlanta or EVO France. 3 or 4 could be regular EVO. The first one is definitely Frosty Faustings. Just curious to see what these 5 events are going to be. And I don't know if they already have this like nailed down. So they could still be deciding what the 5 events are going to be. And then the challenger events, they just say that these are smaller events, but are we to assume that these are all offline, or are some of these online, some of these offline? Like this could be like a Tampa Never Sleeps tournament. This could be, I think actually they tell you what the first 3
5 in-game seasons.
Challenger
communities, majors, first 3 challenger events.
First major is Frosty Faustings. I will be restreaming Frosty Faustings. I was going to restream it even before this announcement. Genesis, Texas Showdown, and Vianality are going to be the next are going to be the 3 challenger events. And I've actually streamed all 3 of these events in the past. I streamed Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl at Genesis, like Genesis 8. And I streamed Rivals 2 at Genesis X. And there was something else. There was another game I streamed. Rivals 2 and... don't remember what the other one was. But I streamed Genesis before. I streamed Texas Showdown last year for Mortal Kombat. I streamed Venality last year for Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 9. Venality is like focused on Mortal Kombat, but obviously with no new Mortal Kombat this year, they're probably just going to be playing MK9, MKX, MK1, MK11 like they did last year. But 2XKO will also be there. So I think I might stream all 4 of these events. This is January, February, and March. Frosty Faustings is like the last week of January. And then we'll have the rest. So I'll put them all on my calendar. Probably will stream them. No guarantees until whatever. Until I finally figure it out. I cannot believe that changing back to software encoding fixed it. Changing back to software encoding, but then also raising my bitrate. I did them kind of out of order. But I think both of those things is what fixed the stream. So maybe we're good for the Game Awards this week. I might have to do one more test stream before then, but we might be good for the Game Awards. As of right now, my stream health is excellent on YouTube. So that's as good as it gets. I don't think there's stream health on TikTok Studio, but as long as it's working, I'm going to assume it's good. Okay, so another thing about this, right?
Genesis.
Let's go back to this diagram. They have said in the past that we're going to get 5 different characters and 5 different seasons per year. So the these seasons of tournaments are going to coincide with in-game seasons. And in-game seasons are going to coincide with a character's release. So we're going to get 5 characters in 2026. We're going to get 5 major tournaments in 2026. We're going to get 15 challenger events in 2026. I am speculating that since Frosty Faustings is at the end of January, the season is going to coincide with that major. I believe that's when we're going to get the new character in 2XKO. I could be wrong because like there's going to be a disconnect between when the season starts and when the new character comes out. So I'm curious of if they're going to do like new character, like season starts at the beginning of January, but the new character doesn't come out until the end of January, something like that, maybe. Or is the new season going to start exactly when the new character starts, like right on that dot? Who knows? We'll find out soon because it's almost, that's next month. So we're going to find out soon. And also the new character is supposed to be revealed at the Game Awards. So maybe we'll get our date and everything there. They didn't confirm that the new character is coming in this video here. But what they did confirm was the console release is coming in January and the competitive tournament scene is coming in January. Also, at the end of this,
across the world,
they revealed these skins. What are they calling it again? Frame Perfect.
We're excited to support the work of TOs is Frame Perfect, a competitive theme skin set where a
Frame Perfect is a competitive theme skin set, and a portion of the proceeds from these skins are going to go towards the esports, TOs, tournaments, and events, and things like that. That's huge. That's really good for players. That's really good for TOs. That's really good for the events. It's even really good just for me as someone who's not going to go to these events, but I can support the events from my home just by buying skins. Really good. Mortal Kombat did this once in MKX with their, like, they're not called tournament shaders. They were called, like, the metallic skins or something. I forget what they called them. But there was, like, these ninja skins that have this shiny metallic look to them, and you could buy them, and a portion of the proceeds would go towards the esports. Ed Boon teased doing that again in MK1, and then it never happened. Ed Boon teases a lot of things that never happen. He teased Babalities, he teased the esports skin, and I don't know why they never did the esports skin. That just seems like such a easy layup, in my opinion, of like, we want content as players. Pro players want money. They want to be paid a nice wage. it's a handshake. Like, I would pay $5 for some skins if I knew part of that would help promote the tournament scene and keep it alive and help pay these players so that they can afford to travel and they can afford to live and all of that stuff. It just seems like a no-brainer in my opinion. I don't know why more video game companies don't do it. What I assume why they don't do it is because there's like a boss, there is a suit, there is a money guy who comes in and says, hey, if we do that, that means we get less money. So we could sell all the monies and take in 100% of the profit, or we can have these skins where we only get like 40, 50%, whatever the split is. And they would rather have the 100%. But that greediness is going to ruin the pro scene, and the pro scene helps support the game. Like, casual players give you sales. If you want to get millions and millions of sales, you support your casual players. But if you want the game to last for years, you support your pro players. Those are the people who are going to be playing the game years from now when it's no longer like the popular thing to do. 2XKO understands that, and also being a free-to-play game, 2XKO has more of an incentive to support the competitive players as well as the casual players, because they need that player base to stay around. So far, I haven't spent any money in this game, but with these skins, with the frame perfect skins, I would have no problem spending $5, $10, knowing that part of it goes towards the pro tournament scene, right? So every other fighting game developer out there, if you're watching this, do this. Just do this. It seems so easy to do. Okay. And yeah, that was actually like the last video that I had to watch. The only other things that I wanted to do was talk about the Netflix Warner Brothers deal and talk about the Game Awards and like speculation prediction for the Game Awards. So we're going to do that, but I'm not going to take too much time because I've already been live for a minute with all of the technical difficulties. Fortunately, it seems like I got most of them fixed, but let's test it out. This is a stress test. Let's stress test it. Let me switch to this screen on TikTok. See how long it takes to switch over. Okay, took a little minute. It broke a little bit. But it did work, I think. Let me look at my TikTok preview. Okay, it did work. Kinda. It kinda worked. My cam is just blinking in and out because I keyed myself, I guess, a little bit. This is why I would prefer to key it manually as opposed to just have an automatic filter that takes my green screen out. But everything seems to be working now. Right now, currently, I'm not dropping any frames. I am using more CPU usage than I was using before. I was under 20. Now I'm a bit over 20. 22 right now. I hit 25 at one point. But the other way I did it just seemed to not work. Maybe I have to fix something. Maybe I need new drivers or something. So I'll test all of that and make sure that this is in tip-top shape for the Game Awards. But it actually seems to be working. It's not the best right now, but it's working. So we'll take that. Let me look and see. Because I saw the post that said that 2XKO confirmed a new character is being revealed at the Game Awards, but I haven't seen 2XKO actually confirm it. I saw 2XKO Intel confirm it, and I'm not sure if that's like an official source. I really don't know. Oh, there's new info. Okay, no, this is all the same info that we just watched in that video. Someone just put it into a graphic. PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series launches in January. The frame perfect skins are coming with proceeds going towards the community events. There's 20 sanctioned tournaments across the globe coming. Oh, I'm also curious to see like what is the geographic makeup of these tournaments. Like where are they all going to be at? Because we had Evo France. We have Frosty Faustings confirmed. So that's NAEU. Are we going to see like a South American tournament? Are we going to see a Japanese tournament? Because I think there is a little bit of a scene in 2XKO in Japan, you know? The game kind of appeals to them, and it's not very violent like Mortal Kombat, so it doesn't get any sort of restriction. So yeah, that's one thing I do want to know. Okay, now let me go back to 2XKO Intel, and let me find that post where they said we're getting a new character. Okay, here it is. Let me switch back, boom, to reaction, and then let me switch TikTok back as well. Also, shout out to y'all in TikTok. I know it has just been a lot of technical difficulties, but y'all pulled up anyway. And I appreciate y'all for that. Okay. And I only have 2 scenes. You probably noticed that right now on TikTok. I only have the big face scene and then this reaction scene. So if I had to do like gameplay or something, it wouldn't really work out. But for right now, this is all I need. All right, so this is the tweet here. A new champion reveal is coming December 11th during the Game Awards. Who do you think it will be? And obviously everyone is in the comments talking about who they think it will be. I don't know lead characters unless they are in Arcane. So as far as Arcane characters, I would love to see Mel, Mbessa, Savika. I wouldn't mind Jace. I kind of hate Jace because I like Mel so much, and Jace cracked Mel, so he's my mortal enemy for that. But as far as like a gameplay perspective, he's just a dude with a big hammer that is also a cannon. So I think that would be cool from a gameplay perspective. I would like to see Jace in the game. Then there's the sword chick. I like this post because I gotta find out who this chick is. Don't know who she is, but I'll Google it. I'll look into it. Some people are saying Zed, Riven, Caitlyn, a bunch of characters I don't know about. Oh yes, but look, someone with taste is trying to get Mbessa. I appreciate that. So I have to do some research before the Game Awards so I know who some of these lead characters are. But who's Ice Guy? Who's Big Ice Dude? Would this guy be redundant with Braum already in the game? Because that's 2 big bodies. Braum doesn't have ice powers, but he can freeze you with some of his moves. So maybe that's a bit too redundant for him to be the next character. There's this guy named Jax. Don't know what he does, but that looks kind of cool. Caitlyn would be an interesting pick because she is a sniper, right? So adapting her playstyle into a fighting game would be kind of cool. Like, what do? Do you do like long range, hard hitting attacks, but up close she's weaker? Is she just doing normals by hitting you with the gun like it's a baseball bat? Is she actually shooting that thing? I would actually really like to see what they do with Caitlyn and how they adapt her. I don't think she'd be the next character revealed, but I wouldn't be mad if she is anyway. There's honestly no one who could get revealed that I would be mad at, except maybe Heimerdinger, because we just got a Yordle character with Teemo, and Teemo just kind of got nerfed. So I don't really want to go through all of that again. But I'll brush up on my lead characters so that when the reveal happens, I won't be completely caught off guard. I will have a little bit of knowledge that will help me. Also confirmed that they have a reveal. They might drop a release date, and then where did they say it? To unveil an all new character in the Invincible universe. That's the part that has me nervous. This is why I said maybe it's a create your own character. Maybe it's a main character that's not Invincible himself. Maybe it's like a shapesmith character that I have no idea what this means, but it does say that they're going to reveal an all new character in the Invincible universe, and so I'm excited for that. So these 2 reveals are going to be 2 of the reveals I'm most excited for at the Game Awards because they're fighting game reveals. I would love to see more. I want to see Tekken have a reveal. I want to see Street Fighter have a reveal. Tekken is not very likely, but actually is kind of likely because they revealed Clive at last year's Game Awards, and we already have gotten all 4 of our characters for Season 2. So this would be a good time for them to maybe reveal season 3. Maybe just reveal one character, maybe hint at 4 characters, maybe just say that season 4 is coming soon or season 3 is coming soon. I would love to see Tekken do a reveal. Street Fighter, we already know who the next character is. I believe Alex is up next and then Ingrid after that. But either way, those are the next 2 characters. It would be cool to see an Alex trailer, but I don't think Street Fighter 6 has anything surprising to reveal. I think they're just going to reveal, if they do reveal anything, they're just going to reveal Alex's gameplay. So we have Invincible Versus as a confirmed reveal. We have 2XKO as a confirmed reveal. That's really it. Like, nothing else is confirmed other than that, unless they have recently confirmed something new. So actually, let me look into it. Let me see. When I'm done this stream, I'm going to leave this stream up, and I'm going to leave the first stream up, but then like the one in the middle, for YouTube specifically, the one in the middle where it was just choppy, I'm going to delete that. But I need to leave both of these up for at least a little bit, just for troubleshooting purposes, so I can see if the audio is fine, if the video was choppy when I wasn't paying attention, or whatever. But let me actually check in with... Let me look at the Game Awards to see if there's any other confirmed reveals that I just missed. I would love to see something for Virtua Fighter. So I'm going to make a list of confirmed reveals and then reveals that I just want to see. The long shot reveal would be Mortal Kombat saying "Psych, I'm not dead" and revealing something. That goes with the we might as well talk about it now. The Warner Brothers merger with Netflix. There were a few people saying that what if the merger means that now we're going to get another update for Mortal Kombat 1. I don't think that's true. I doubt it. I think that's highly unlikely. But if it happened, I wouldn't complain. I would actually be very excited because I already have Mortal Kombat 1. I would love for it to get more content. I still like the game and I still play the game. But going into 2026, I won't have much time to play it anymore. With 2XKO Invincible Versus, Avatar Legends, and then the non-fighting games, and then everything that's going to be dropping in 2026, I'm not going to have much time for Mortal Kombat 1 anymore. Also, assuming Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 are still going strong, Mortal Kombat 1 is going to get dropped hard. But for right now, I'm still playing it. It's not dropped hard as of yet. So I love that. One thing that's not confirmed for the Game Awards, but I would love to see, is not only Half-Life, the next Half-Life game revealed. A lot of people are hoping for that. But I want the price and release date for the Steam hardware. Steam Machine, Steam Controller, and Steam Link or Steam Frame. I want the release date and price and maybe even pre-orders available that day for the Steam hardware. That would go perfect with the Half-Life 3 reveal. So if they waited all this time, get to the end of the show, they reveal Half-Life 3, and then they say Half-Life 3 is dropping January whatever, and it's dropping alongside Steam Machine, Steam Controller, Steam Frame, that would go crazy. That would like blow the roof off the place. That would be personally my favorite reveal. I'm so excited for Steam Controller specifically, and I'm not getting Steam Machine, but I'm building my own new gaming PC. So I'll be excited to use that. Something even stronger than Steam Machine with a Steam Controller and with the new game. I'd be really excited for that. So, but what else? What other reveals are we anticipating? Or what other reveals has Jeff Keighley already hinted at? Oh, there is obviously speculation of an Injustice 3 reveal. I don't think we'll get an Injustice 3 reveal. I think it's too early for an Injustice 3 reveal, but I wouldn't complain if we did, because I really badly want Injustice 3. Also, if it's an NRS game that's not Injustice 3, I wouldn't mind, but Injustice 3 is the game I want the most, to be completely honest. If for some reason it's like Shaolin Monks 2 or MK versus DC 2 or something random, Or now that the merger is going through, what if there's more possibilities that we didn't even think about? What if Mortal Kombat versus Killer Instinct is a possibility? Or what if there's a new Tekken DLC and you can get a Mortal Kombat guest character? All of this speculation, but shit, I'll take any and all of it. Alright, so I'm looking at Jeff Keighley. Oh, actually, I meant to go to the Game Awards channel and not Jeff Keighley's personal. Hold on. Let me see if there's anything on here before I change it. Okay. I'm excited for brand new game reveals too, but like, shit, some could get some DLC. I wouldn't mind a new No Man's Sky DLC, even though we get that all the time. I wouldn't mind one being revealed at the Game Awards. Oh, God of War. I'll put that on my speculation list. There is speculation about the next God of War getting revealed. I would love that. So let's see. I would love to see something new for like Intergalactic, one of the games that was revealed at the last Game Awards. Also, we got a reveal of Borderlands 4 at the last Game Awards. So what if the next, like the story DLC that's coming soon gets revealed? That would be cool. We've already seen the character, or it could be character for the new Vault Hunter. We could get cash gameplay, or we could get a story DLC trailer for Mad Ellie and the Vault of the Damned. Either way would be sick. But let me give it a once over. Oh shit, they're giving away a AMD PC. I would love an AMD PC, even though I'm building an AMD PC right now. I might sign up for that sweepstakes. Okay, so they posted about 2XKO, but they didn't post about there being a new the new character. Alright, I don't see anything new. Oh, there could be a Resident Evil reveal. But yeah, nothing else is confirmed. So I'll continue to make my speculation list, and then if anything else gets confirmed, I'll continue to make my confirmed list. But right now, my confirmed list is just Invincible versus in 2XKO. I have no idea what else is confirmed outside of the fighting game sphere, so I'll keep my eye open for that. The speculation list is huge, and it's only going to get bigger, so there's that. All right, I'm about to end the stream. It was an eventful stream, but it has to come to an end. What I do want to talk about, though, is the Netflix Warner Brothers merger. I don't think there's like a graphic or an infographic or anything that could go along with it. So we might as well just leave it here while I speculate. I'm going to make a longer video about the Netflix HBO merger because I do a series on my channel called The Streaming Wars. Wait, it's called The Streaming Wars, right? Or is it called The Content Wars? I don't remember because it's been a minute since I've done it. But I did make a video a long time ago talking about what the streaming wars are. This was before HBO Max was out. Then when HBO Max came out, I did a video going over it, reviewing it, and seeing all the shows that they have. Then I did a bunch of videos like that. I did one for like Paramount Plus. But then eventually I did one about the Warner Brothers and Discovery merger and how David Zaslav was like deleting content and throwing stuff in the trash just to get a tax write-off, and how they were actively making HBO Max worse. So I'm going to follow that up with now we're in a different place. HBO Max and Netflix are about to merge into one super being. I think that David Zaslav is out. He's no longer the man in charge, but I'm going to do my research to know that for sure when I make that video. And then we got to talk about what does it mean now that Netflix and Warner Brothers are going to merge into a company. I've seen a lot of speculation. Everyone has their own speculation. My personal speculation, I said, oh, we can finally get Vecna DLC for Mortal Kombat 1. I was joking. And also I said they can finally uncancel all the shows that HBO Max had that got canceled. I was kind of joking, but not really, because I do want those shows to get uncanceled. Somehow I want this to lead to Sinners being on Netflix and maybe a potential Sinners spinoff. I know that some people don't want a Sinners spinoff, but I do. So there's that. If that happens, I'll consider that to be the good timeline. On the worst timeline, people are saying that now theatrical movies are done. This is going to be the end of the movie theater experience. I think that's an exaggeration, but I do think this could be the beginning of the end. I don't think this is the end, but I think it could be the beginning of the end. So there is some valid points to be made there. Some people, I saw a tweet that was really funny where someone said, oh, now that Netflix bought HBO Max, the DCU just got a huge boost in funding. And someone responded to that and said, there's not going to be a DCU, you stupid. That the gif or the meme from Arrested Development, if you know it, if you know, you know. But I thought that was the funniest response that I could have ever seen. And genuinely, that's some people's worry. What if the DCU, not the DCEU, what if James Gunn's DCU doesn't exist anymore? What if it gets canceled just as fast as it got approved? I don't think that that's going to happen. But I'm considering all possibilities. People are also saying, what if the Batman 2 goes straight to streaming? What if, which I personally don't mind if Warner Brothers movies go straight to streaming because they did it before, and I don't mind if they do it again. I don't know if y'all remember that, but 2020 and 2021, where they did the day and date thing on HBO Max, so that meant any Warner Brothers movie that goes to theaters will go to HBO Max the same day it goes to theater, and it'll be no additional charge. I watched the Mortal Kombat movie that way. I watched the Suicide Squad that way. I watched the first Dune movie that way. I think I watched the Batman that way, but that could have been late. Batman could have been like one of the last movies that they did that way. I don't exactly remember. But any movie that was on HBO Max or that was a Warner Brothers movie that came to HBO Max, I watched it. I watched it that way, and I enjoyed it. And if they did that again, but now the movies are on Netflix, I personally wouldn't mind. I don't think that that's a bad thing. I do get that people want to preserve the movie theater experience, and I'll talk more about that in my video because I'm on the fence about the movie theater going experience. It shouldn't get eliminated. It should always exist because it's very accessible for some people. But watching a movie from home is even more accessible than watching a movie in the theater. So that should also be promoted and improved and whatever. So there are some people who are like, I'm going to be honest, it comes off as kind of elitist. If you're like, we got to preserve the movie theaters are better, it's accessible. You're not thinking about the fact that, yes, they are accessible to most people, but they're not accessible to all people. There are people who can't travel. There are people who can't afford to go to a movie theater, but they can afford to watch it at home. There are people who are sick, so they can't leave their house, so they would have to watch it at home. There are people who have disabilities that make it so that they can't see a movie in a theater as easily, maybe because they're going to be loud and they're going to ruin the experience, or they can't sit down for as long, or maybe they are in a wheelchair. Yes, there's wheelchair seats in movie theaters, but how many are there? Maybe 3, 4, 5 at the most. Imagine if 10 people in a wheelchair want to go see a movie. They should be able to do so. So I'm going to talk all about that in the Content Wars video. My content calendar is already booked up for the rest of the year, so that's probably going to come in 2026. I got to schedule it, then I got to write it, then I got to research, and then we got to shoot it. But there will be a Content Wars video coming up where I talk more about the Warner Brothers Discovery merger, and then as it happens, we're going to figure out what it means for us in real time. I don't think that it means Mortal Kombat, like NRS, is not going to be able to make games anymore, right? I don't think it means anything crazy like that. I don't think it means we're going to get a new Mortal Kombat DLC, even though I joked about that. I don't think it means that all the shows that got canceled under Zaslav are going to get uncanceled, but I think there is a real possibility that something could get uncanceled, right? There's a possibility that Netflix sees something in a show that HBO Max didn't see. Scavenger's Reign is a good example because that was a show that came out on HBO Max one season, then got canceled. That season got put on Netflix. They considered making a new season, but they haven't actually greenlit it yet. So maybe we can get Scavenger's Reign Season 2 greenlit now because Netflix owns the company that owns it, and they don't just license it. They now own it. Could this mean Mortal Kombat movies and DC animated movies on Netflix? Maybe. I think that would be cool. I would like to see DC stuff on Netflix again, but I don't want it to leave HBO Max either. I have both, so if something goes from one to the other, I'm not actually missing out on that. But there is someone out there who only has Netflix or only has HBO Max, and their experience shouldn't just get worse because the corporations wanted more money. But that's my yap. Like I said, I'm going to make a longer video about that to yap more about it later. This was a fun stream, even though it worked in the beginning, then it didn't work, and then it worked again. That's kind of the story of my life. So, if I can keep the stream working as much as it's working right now, look forward to me streaming on YouTube and TikTok this Thursday for the Game Awards. I think it starts at like 7:30 or 8. Eastern time. I'm on the Eastern time, so I think it starts at like 8 p.m. Eastern time and it ends at about 11 p.m. Eastern time, and I will be there. I don't know if I can schedule a live stream ahead of time on TikTok, but I already got it scheduled on YouTube. So if you're on TikTok, thank you for joining. Thank you for pulling up. Make sure you like the stream, follow the channel, press the notification bell so that when I do my next live stream, you'll get notified. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and all of that. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I was about to say 900, but we actually are already at 900 subscribers. We're about to hit 930 subscribers. So if everyone who watched this stream or the other stream can subscribe, we will get to 930 probably today, and we will get to 1,000 very, very soon. We're on the road to 1,000 right now. I appreciate you all. And if you're on TikTok, we are also on the road to 1,000 followers there. So make sure you guys are subscribing or liking, following. Make sure you guys are following on TikTok. You can see the follower goal. It's down there if you're on portrait mode, and it's over there or over there if you're on landscape mode. It's confusing, but it is there. You guys can see that we're almost at 900, so help me hit 900. Honestly, if we get 3 more followers on TikTok, we'll hit 900, and if we get 3 more subscribers on YouTube, we'll hit 930. So make sure you guys are subscribing, following, liking, sharing, and all of that. But that's going to be it for this one, you guys. So I'm going to end the TikTok live stream first. Shout out to everybody who pulled up. Okay, I'm going to say there's one person who joined my stream. I don't know if they're still here, but I'm going to shout them out because their name is the #1 Nicolas Cage Gooner. So shout out to #1 Nicolas Cage Gooner. Thank you for joining the stream. And congratulations on being the #1. But also shout out to Michelle, Gideon, and anyone else who was in the other stream, because this one also did reset for a minute. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you guys are following. I'll see you guys next time in another one. There's new content on TikTok. I post almost every day. I posted some videos earlier today, so check those out. They're really funny edits. Check the YouTube stream out and the YouTube channel out if you're only on TikTok, and check the TikTok out if you're only on YouTube. But I'm going to end the TikTok stream right now. I appreciate you all. Love you all. I'll see you guys next time in another new one. Peace. Okay, and now that that's done, I don't want to close TikTok Studio yet. How do I get that, okay, I'll put that on my list of things. How do I get to my live replay on TikTok after I've already closed the thing? All right, and now let's just finish out the YouTube stream. Thank you all for joining me on this YouTube stream. Despite all of the technical difficulties, I am going to be prioritizing YouTube. I'm going to continue to prioritize YouTube because I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers. But also, we've been on YouTube for so much longer before TikTok even existed. So if the TikTok stream ruins the YouTube stream, I will just end the TikTok stream, right? I prioritize the YouTube stream. I want that experience to be good for everyone on YouTube. This one was very rough. It was very choppy. It was very bad, but this was a test. It was a stress test. It did stress me the hell out. So it worked, I guess, in that sense. But that's going to be it for this one, you guys. It appears right now that everything is working. So I will be dual streaming on Thursday. Look out for that. But anything could happen. Shit could just break again. either way, that is going to be it for this one. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing you all on Thursday. Check out that live stream. I will have it linked in the description. This video is supposed to redirect you straight to that stream, but because I had to restart this stream a couple times over, I don't know if the redirect thing is still working. But either way, the Game Awards live stream is already on my channel. It's scheduled. Just go to the channel, click the live tab, and it'll be the first one under there. You can set your notifications so that when it starts, you'll be there bright and early with bells on. But before we get out of here, do me a favor and boom, hit me with the 3-hit combo. I need you to smash the like button like Ryu, spear the subscribe button like Scorpion, and kick the notification bell like Kazuya if you are excited for another very fun live stream. Oh, I'm so sorry that I had somebody in the YouTube chat and I didn't see their comment. They should have showed every new character reveal like Marvel TOKON Fighting Souls. Is that about Avatar or is that about Invincible or 2XKO? I'm sorry that I waited so long. I didn't see the comment because I was multitasking between TikTok and YouTube. I think that that's about 2XKO maybe. But I'm not sure. So I'm sorry that I missed your comment initially, but shout out to you, Jonathan, for pulling up to the stream. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you here again in the future, where next time I will definitely see your chat earlier. I was going back and forth between the two apps, so I didn't miss anything, but after having those technical difficulties, I stopped doing all that, and I just let it sit. And that seemed to have worked, so that's it. I'm excited for Thursday stream. I will be streaming, and then I will be uploading any reaction that I think is worth uploading, and that includes 2XKO and Invincible Versus. Those two are guaranteed, and then anything else, if it's fighting game related, I will make a reaction video. If it's not fighting game related, but I like it, I'll make that a reaction video as well. So there is that. I appreciate you all. Make sure you check out the Tekken video I posted on Friday. Make sure you check out the other videos and live streams. I have a playlist for Avatar. I have a playlist for Invincible Versus. I played Invincible Versus in the closed alpha, so check out my gameplay. And that is going to be it for this one, you guys. So I appreciate everybody who pulled up. Make sure you're liking, commenting, hyping, whatever else you can do, sharing the stream. But that'll be it for this one. So I appreciate you all. Thank you for pulling up, and I will see you guys next time in another new one. Peace out.